Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Cece. My name is Brian. Today we have an awesome quick breakfast recipe for you. So this is something that you can make in about 20 to 25 minutes and then store for a couple days as well. So you spend 20 to 25 minutes and then you have grab and go breakfast for the next couple days, or even a healthy snack as well. A healthy alternative, I should say, to cookies, candy bar, anything like that. So these hearty, healthy breakfast cookies are great for breakfast because they're made with nutrient-dense ingredients. All these ingredients consist of healthy fats, fiber, potassium, and provide plenty of energy and fuel to keep you going throughout the day. So great breakfast recipe, super easy to make. We're not going to even do any cooking today. We're going to put the ingredients in a bowl, mix them up, form our cookies, and then bake them. And then also something that you can make easily, quickly, and it can keep you fueled to go throughout your day. All right guys, so the first thing we're gonna do is run through our ingredients. That way you guys have these and you know what you need to get ready. Our first ingredient, our main ingredient, is going to be oatmeal. An oatmeal breakfast cookie. Oatmeal is going to be the base. So we're going to have 2 cups of oatmeal, quarter cup of chocolate chips, so semi-sweet mini chocolate chips. You can do bigger chocolate chips as well, but based off the size of the cookie, the smaller ones work a little bit better. We have some walnuts here also that we're going to mix in just to give it a little bit of crunch. So if you go back to what I've talked about in past videos of let's make sure we're balancing out our dish or our item, whatever we're cooking or baking in this case. So we have oatmeal, which is going to get soggy as we mix in all these ingredients. We have bananas that are mashed, and those are going to be soggy. And then we have peanut butter as well. So we have 3 softer, soggier ingredients. The walnuts are just a nice balance, a nice crunch, a little bit more texture to that cookie. So our bananas, so we're gonna take 2 bananas. As you're picking your bananas, make sure that you're picking bananas that have all this brown on it. Reason for that is the banana flavor, the sweetness comes out a lot more in ripe bananas, which is also why you use overly ripe bananas to make banana bread as well. So if you ever buy bananas and they start to brown, remember that they're not bad. You can always put them in the freezer, save them if you want to make banana bread, or save them to make this recipe in the future as well. So don't throw them away. Make sure you save them and make something with them so we're not wasting food. We have half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and then I also have some salt in here as well. All of our ingredients are here, super simple. You can see we have 6 ingredients. We don't even have to do any blending or mixing. We're literally gonna dump these in a bowl, mix them up, form our cookies, and then put them in the oven for 15 minutes. So my last ingredient, I'm gonna use some sea salt. I have sea salt here. Once again, for the texture of the crunchiness of the sea salt, and we're just gonna put that on top, just a little bit of sea salt to garnish these cookies with. And then that is also going to bring out the flavor of the walnuts and the banana and the oatmeal. So it's just gonna help really bring out all of those flavors in the cookie as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep all of our ingredients, make sure that I have everything ready to go. You should do the same as well. I'll be back in 1 minute and then we'll go ahead and start mixing our ingredient. All right, so step 1 on our recipe is going to be make sure that we have everything ready to go, everything mise en place, just to make our cooking process easier. That is something I mentioned last video. We wanna do every single time. Once you get in the habit of doing that, then you're just gonna make sure you're setting yourself up for success every single time you cook or bake in the kitchen. First step, make sure that everything is mise en place, ready to go. We're good there. I have our whole tray of all of our ingredients right here ready to go, all measured out as well. Second step is going to be preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven and then I'll be right back. So what we're gonna do next is in a large bowl, we're just going to combine all of these ingredients and then just stir them up, mixing them extremely well. You're gonna mix it by hand, get a little workout in, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, we just got our mixture ready. Fun fact about me, I always wear those gloves because I cannot stand stickiness or any kind of texture on my hand. I also eat pizza with a fork because of that same reason. So go ahead and make fun of me in the comments, but that is why I have gloves on. You don't necessarily have to do that. That's just a personal preference. You could use a bigger spoon as well to kind of get that same effect. I do find that with the banana and the peanut butter that it is a little bit easier to use your hand. So if you don't mind diving in with your bare hands, you can do that as well. If you want to grab some gloves, you can do that also. So that's why I have the gloves on. So we have our oven. It just beeped a second ago. We had that all ready to go at 350 degrees. We have our ingredients all mixed in here. So I have, just to recap, 2 cups of oatmeal, 1/4 cup of walnuts, 1/4 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, just table salt. I know I mentioned the sea salt earlier. That's going to be for garnish on top, just because the sea salt pieces are just a lot bigger, so we don't want that mixed in. So make sure that you use table salt, 1/2 cup of peanut butter as well mixed in here. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and form our cookies, get those on a baking sheet, and then we're going to put those in the oven for 15 minutes. So let's go ahead and form our cookies. All right, guys, so I got our baking sheet ready. So on your baking sheet, you're going to want to put a piece of parchment paper, or I'm using this mat, which is the same, it's just reusable. So we're not throwing away pieces of parchment paper every time. So we use this all the time. You can use parchment paper. You do want to put something on the cookie sheet though, so the cookies come off the baking sheet. Let's go ahead and form our cookies. I want to show you just roughly about what size. We'll just roll these into a little ball. Those ingredients nice and tight. And we'll just flatten them out. All right, and there we have it. About the size of a regular cookie. I'm gonna go ahead and make this whole batch, and then we'll pop that into the oven. All right, guys, so I have all of our cookies made. You can see I made six decent sized cookies here. Now, when you make regular cookies, usually the dough is in a ball. This, just because of the density of the oatmeal and the peanut butter and the banana, we're gonna flatten these out already. We've tried in the past with them rolled into balls and it just didn't work out real well. So we're gonna go ahead and flatten them out, put them on our baking sheet, spread out evenly, and then I'm gonna pop these in the oven. We'll wait for about 15 minutes or so, and then we'll be right back. All right, everyone, so the cookies are in the oven. All right, guys. We got our cookies here, just pulled them out of the oven. These cooked for about 18 minutes total. So we're gonna go ahead and let these cool. If you're gonna store them right away, let them cool completely. They look delicious. I can't wait to have one. Thank you for joining me this week. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know if you have any recommendations as well. And tell me what you're gonna put in yours, what ingredients you're gonna put in yours that are gonna be different than mine. You don't have to, but if you are going to, I would love to hear what you do and how you kind of remix this. So have a great day, and I'll see you next week.